Hey everyone, this is Fueling the Dream at Creative Works Farm, proud home of Camp Light. For you kind of wondering what these are, this is an old water slide that had been taken out about 30 years ago, which we'll take and use for our Christmas Wonderland. So we'll pick them up, build them up on walls and use them as a roof to build a snow tunnel at the Island of Misfit Toys for this year's Christmas Wonderland. For you guys that have not been to the Christmas Wonderland, tickets go on sale October 1st. It's an amazing, fun, just really cool Christmas event. Tickets usually sell out, so please get your tickets early. This is kind of a little bit, you can kind of see Santa's workshop. You go inside to visit Santa Claus during our Christmas event, and then over here, Mark Klein himself, which is the gentleman that donated the water slide pieces, plays the Grinch here at our Christmas Wonderland. To say he's multi-talented is an understatement. This is his fun house. You go inside the fun house, but the Grinch hangs out here in the dumpster and entertains the crowd as they wait to walk through his fun house. So now this video, we're going to go visit Mark at Enchanted Castle Studios, where he does all his crazy creations of fiberglass and sells them all over the country. He's the one that taught me how to fiberglass, and that's how I built our ice cream man. So enjoy the video. So here we are at Enchanted Castle Studios.
Good morning.
And here comes the professor.
How you doing?
Mark Klein.
All right.
Good friend for many years, and always helping out Camp Light any way he can, including playing the Grinch at our Christmas Wonderland.
Do it all look that green?
Yeah, you're still green. A little bit left over.
Well, you know, we build all the fiberglass figures for theme parks around the country, and I'm very privileged to be able to help Camp Light any way I can with a lot of the sculptures, as well as playing the Grinch for you. You might say we're not only in the sculpture business, but the entertainment business, because I do this for a lot of entertainment businesses.
That's right.
And as you walk through here, you'll see all kinds of, you'll see a menagerie of all kinds of wonderful animals and figures. We just, we have several elephants, and those we rent out for different shows and different projects. The Republicans love those.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but you'll also see like pieces of giants being brought in. This one needs to be repaired, and you'll see it in the whole yard. Okay, this one's just a repair job, but these over here, these are being built. These are brand new giants, and you see a lot of them on Route 66.
Yes. Yeah.
And
the Rocket Man.
Right.
Yeah. Bunch of them.
But you've got one.
Yes. So that's another thing. Mark actually loaned us the molds to make our own ice cream man. We call him Sam the Ice Cream Man. And many years ago, Mark has been gracious to teach me how to do fiberglass. Not as well as him, but I've learned a lot from this guy. He's extremely talented, and honored to call him a friend.
Well, you know, not a lot of people want to get into the fiberglass work.
No,
that's why I'm one of the only I know.
A little messy.
You learn. But you can see, here's one that's we're working on that's very similar to the one you have.
Yep.
Okay, and this is a 14-foot one. We also have ones that are over 20 feet tall.
This guy, right?
Yeah, this guy right here, he's going to be 20 feet tall. We also do we're making the mold off of a cowboy now that I just got in from Texas.
And we got a cowgirl.
Yep. She is also known as the Uniroyal gal, because she was in front of a lot of Uniroyal stores.
Oh, okay.
But I've altered her and turned her. I've got 3 of them I'm making. One's going to go to Tulsa, one's going to Texas, and they're going to be. I'm going to turn them into cowgirls, of course.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn one to a waitress, and she's going up to Illinois.
But where's she going to be, in front of Mel's Diner?
Something similar, yeah. She's going to have the cat glasses, and they want me to make her a little older looking, older waitress. I drew up like the concept of a very young, you know, beautiful waitress, but they wanted her with the bouffant, and I was like, okay.
A pearl necklace.
But here's one that came out of Texas. So this is one that looks, that's kind of finished, all right? But this is kind of the old model. They were originally built in the 60s.
Okay.
And so there's a resurgence of these. these statues now, and I'm pretty much the only guy in the United States that's doing them this way. There's another guy in California that does them, but he doesn't take them to the next level.
Yeah. Okay.
So he doesn't turn them into cowgirls and waitresses and chefs and cowboys.
Whatever you could dream
and all
of,
that,
right?
So
now these were Unirules?
yes, this was a Uniroyal gal, and she was down in Texas. There was a guy that collected several of these, you know, because after these businesses went out of business over the years, that these statues they were homeless.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So other small companies and attractions found homes for them.
Yeah.
And had them in front of their stores. All right, well, you'll never know what you see here at Enchanted Castle Studios. We just rented this buffalo, so he came out of my park, and this is I've got Dinosaur Kingdom 2, which is down the road.
Yeah, please visit him in the early spring. When do you open?
Easter.
Easter
We're going to
weekend.
have our Easter extravaganza.
Extravaganza.
Yes, because nobody knows how to promote Easter.
Yes.
As well as we do in Natural Bridge.
Yes, with King Kong, or not, excuse me, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, yeah, we have Bigfoot there and all kinds of characters.
Well, you do have King Kong out there, right?
And oh yeah, absolutely. And this is part of it. So here, this is one of the dinosaurs. Yeah, look at this. How about that? Okay.
Waterproof.
But so you'll see all kinds of mismatched things and pieces that are around here, and this will all be put together and down at the dinosaur park. So
to say that the Dinosaur Kingdom is a roadside attraction marvel is an understatement. It is all out of the imagination of this guy, and it's worth the visit. Trust me. Take your kids or just anyone and come visit him. It's quite cool.
Dinosaur Kingdom 2 and Natural Bridge. It's quite the. Let me put it this way. It's I'm trying to set history straight.
Yeah.
It took place during the Civil War. A lot of people didn't know that dinosaurs were in the Civil War.
Yeah.
Did you know that Yankees were trying to use dinosaurs as weapons of mass destruction against the South?
I knew that once I read your comic book.
Yeah, it didn't work out too well for them. That's why I was left out of the history books.
Yeah, that's right. But Mark tells the history correct.
Well, come on in here. We'll take a look at a few other props. Again, just a menagerie of things. We just did a big parade for Washington Lee University, and I was the producer of over 56 floats that they used for their mock convention, and they needed a space needle for
Barstool.
Yeah, they needed it for Seattle, Washington, because every state was represented, plus several of the United States territories. And one of the young ladies came up and said, well, we need a space needle. So I went to Ollie's early that morning at 8:30 and bought a few things. I used my own space needle. These are PVC sticks, a tin can, a trash can lid, and a nut tray.
That's what I said. It looked like a food tray.
Put it together. By 10:30, 2 hours later, we had the space needle.
There you go.
So it's a matter of, I've always been an observer of shapes.
Yes.
So I'll see shapes and kind of, put them together in my mind. I'll go every morning I get up. It's almost the way I can explain it. It's like somebody maybe has thrown a puzzle up in the sky. And I'll look at that puzzle and I'll bring in this piece and match up to this piece and this piece. And after a while, you have a few clusters.
Yeah.
And then you start putting that together. Thank God for ADHD.
Yes.
Because if we didn't have that, the Grinch couldn't keep going.
No,
I'm 63.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Well, I feel like we're a lot similar in that way, because with camp, the silly things we create, but I constantly look at things that other people consider junk and go, I can make something out of that. I want to turn it into this and this and this.
Well, it's like with the water slide that we just loaded up.
Yeah.
We can make tunnels there. Some people might just see an old water slide there, but I've used them to make tunnels.
Yes.
And connecting tunnels.
At Dinosaur Kingdom now, there's a tunnel. And that's where we're looking to build a snow cave at the Christmas Wonderland this year coming.
So that's loaded up, and then we're going to have, I guess, the Misfit Toys this year.
Yeah, looking at the Island of Misfit Toys to add to the Christmas attraction.
So, and I've done those before, so it looks like I have my work cut out for me.
Gotcha.
This is a Willy Wonka float. I used to play Willy Wonka for, if you can picture that.
No.
No.
Not at all.
For Stuart Stratford's Sweet Dreams Day. This is our Grinch float. Now, when I'm not playing the Grinch at the camp, this is the Mount Crumpet right here, and the Grinch is up there on This rocks, and I run back and forth on the sleigh, and with music playing, we shoot snow out at the audience, and we're on our way, of course, to
Whoville.
And of course, we have Max, and he hangs out right up in here.
He's holding up the sleigh.
Yeah. But it's about presentation. It's about entertaining the people. A lot of people come out to the Christmas thing, and they're not coming out there just to support the camp. They're coming out there to be entertained.
Of course, yeah.
And that's what we do. We entertain people, and every year we come up with something a little bit more. You know, last year we had the Sluncher Duncher Puncher Wuncher, the snow making machine.
Yes.
The Grinch got up on.
Yeah.
So that was new, and a lot of people enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So you'll see this was
You
just
had
in.
a wonderful bicycle there too.
This was just used for a parade for the Republican mock convention.
Cool.
Another dinosaur.
Chart.
So now this over here. Let me clean up a little bit here for you. Your place doesn't have you don't have a lot of clutter around your place, do you?
Not at all.
No.
The shop
This is behind the scenes.
Yeah, this is behind the scenes.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
It's kind of like our shop, which most people do not see.
Well, you see this right over here. These pieces, this is part of a vertebrae in the ribs of a giant mosasaur. He's 48 feet long when he's put together.
Oh my.
Okay, and this is what it's just his bones, and he'll be suspended over the park. This is what one looks like with their skin. Okay.
Oh wow.
So and they're huge. They're huge. But I got the head of him over here, but it's just the skeleton part.
So now is this going to be up before the season opener?
Yes.
All right.
Well, this will be up
hope so?
before the summer. So
Before the summer.
This is the head, and
Oh, wow.
and what this is right here is this is like a big mosasaur puzzle.
Oh, okay.
So people will be able to actually build one while they're waiting
put
for
the pieces in.
while they're waiting for the Bigfoot shootout show. So they'll be able to take these pieces out and build their own mosasaur.
Looks like a coat.
So, but anyway, a lot of
That's
fun
awesome.
stuff here. And would you like to take a look inside the studio where we actually built the stuff?
Oh sure, that'd be great. We've probably been doing stuff with Mark for 20 plus years now, I bet. Since about 2000.
We started with the
stuff.
Halloween,
Yeah.
the Halloween stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then, went on from there.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Come on in. Let me turn this right.
Hot dog.
Okay.
Smells like fiberglass in here. You guys can't smell that on there, but
Oh, it's a free high. You
It
know,
smells
you don't.
like- it smells like
we
money
don't-
to you, right?
You know what?
Pays the bills?
We don't. We're drug free because we don't need any. In fact, sometimes I've driven my truck here at night, and then in the morning, I live 30 miles away. I wake up and say, "Where's my truck?" Oh, that's right. I floated home last night.
yeah.
So, and this is Ray over here, and he's helping to make the mold off this giant. We're making molds off the shoes right now. We've already done the pants. And so we'll have this done in a day or two, and then we'll be able to take this mold off, and the original piece, the original pants we'll set those aside.
Sure.
And then we'll be able to make duplicates.
Yeah, and just continue, and that way you can keep selling them across the country.
This piece is getting ready to go out. This piece is a repair job. It's going up to Maryland. It's, I guess, super hot dog.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he was a superhero, but yeah. Makes sense.
Well, a lot of what I do is I have to repair a lot of this stuff. So I have to fly to different parts of the country, and people have these giants that are stationary, and I'll have to rent a crane, go up and repair or fix, or sometimes, like in this case, they ship this to me.
Yeah.
And I was able to work on this here at the studio. But this is going to go back up to Maryland probably next week, and it was up on a pedestal for years and years and years, and so people are like, where's our hot dog? So I said, well, when we return it, we're going to make a big event out of it. An unveiling. You know, maybe free soft drinks all day or something like that. And,
or free hot dogs.
Yeah, free. Well, I don't know if they're going to go that route.
You don't want to go quite that expensive.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll ask them about it.
Yeah.
Free hot
But you know,
dogs.
where else would you put a superhero hot dog but up on a pedestal? Right.
That's it.
For most superheroes go.
We'll come around this way.
Let me turn to Professor Klein.
All right. And this is Hunter, and he's sending
He's
down
head of the class right now.
part of an ice cream cone that we're going to send down
Right.
to Florida.
Head of
the class?
Head of the class.
Yes, absolutely. If he doesn't do a good job, this is where he ends up.
Oh, okay. That's where all the other guys that worked over the years.
Mm-hmm.
So he's fixing an ice cream cone. Where's it going?
That's going somewhere down to Florida.
Okay.
And instead of putting ice cream on top of it, we're putting a big golf ball because it's mini golf and ice cream.
Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, combine them.
Mm-hmm.
More Jackson.
There's a couple of our Mr. Slime characters that we're revamping. And Mr. Slime has been with me many, many years, since the 70s. Now people look at this and they say, you know, from a different generation, well, this is Slimer. You know, no, we came up with this way back in 1973. There was a late night TV show called Slime Theater.
Okay.
Out of Charlottesville, and these were the characters. These were the logos for Slime Theater.
Really?
Mr.
I don't
Slime.
remember that.
Yeah.
I guess I was too young.
I was on the show, and I was like their staff, kind of like their staff artist. I was 12 years old, 13 or 12, and they found out how young I was, and they had me on the show. And back then there was like only three networks.
Yeah.
So I was a TV star when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, now everybody's a TV star.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody got a YouTube channel, right?
That's right. It's no big deal now.
Yeah, when there were only 3 networks and they went off at 1 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it was nothing but static all night.
And then they had that viewing of they had the picture of that Indian. I'm sorry, Native American.
Yes.
It was an Indian back then.
Well, yeah, it could have been.
You might want to cut this part out.
We'll have to edit some. There's his friend Jim Cadle there.
This might be interesting. Let me move this out of the way. Move this out of the way, and I'll point out something here. So if you can zoom in right here, this is to show you how long I've been at this. This is me when I was in the 6th grade, and there I'm working on a comic book, George and Friends, and in fact I still do comic books.
Yes.
So I'm planning on a brand new comic book to be out there to observe the 100th anniversary of Route 66.
Yes.
So it'll be all my giants, and they're getting together, and they're gonna help
Save Route 66.
Yes, from a trillionaire
with
industrialist.
2 car guys, right?
Well, I got several of them, right, and they're going to
driving
use,
an old station wagon.
They're going to use their abilities and their talents and all
Zach
that.
and Scott, you remember we were talking about that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're gonna be in a comic book maybe one day, but it depends on what comes out of his head. But you know, I got the car. I'll give you a picture of it.
Come on over. Let me show you a few other things.
Big hat. Venus flytrap.
Let me, all right, y'all come on in. Show you a couple. This is where we keep most of our props that we rent or we use for special events.
Soldiers.
This one was just used for the mock convention parade for the Samoa, for the islands, and they use that. Over here, take a look at, you know who this guy is, don't you?
Is that Herman?
Absolutely. That's Herman. Eddie, don't be late for school, Eddie. Goody. You know what? I need to do that for Butch Patrick.
Yes.
I actually sent him one of these.
Oh, yeah?
He played Eddie.
Oh, yes.
So last year I sent him one of these.
And he ended up with did he end up with the Dracula at one point? Or
Yeah, he got
the Monsters
he got
Cave?
he got both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually working on another one. You can see out there another
I saw it.
coffin. This was actually made off the mold. The mold was actually made off the actual car they used in the TV show.
Oh, the real Dracula.
Yeah, so this was made off the real Dracula, and you can see all the
That's
details, all the details here. But unfortunately, this piece was pulled out of a mold and it wasn't done well. And I got this from St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to send me the mold, and I'm gonna actually do a better pull.
But another Dracula. That'd be cool.
Okay, honey, I shrunk the Washington Monument. And there's another head.
It's
up
house
there.
size now.
You can see another little eddy up there, and then you see the Royal Guards.
Yes.
And so see, and they really don't move.
No, not at all. I haven't seen them blink.
That's a lot of talent there.
Who's this guy?
If one of me wasn't enough, we've got several other Mark Clown statues here.
This guy right here.
There we go. Knuckleheads. Anyway, I also do the
Oh, this is where you put money?
the brochures.
Yeah.
We put these in the hotels.
Oh, yeah.
Because I also do the Lexington Ghost Tour.
Yes. And if you have not done that with Mark, it's well worth it. And it probably won't be long before Mark may not be doing it.
I'll be
know.
one of the ghosts.
Yeah, that's right. He might be really part of the
Because
story.
I've been doing it for 28 years.
That's a long
You
time.
think I'd get it down by now?
Yes. Every
But-
time I go, it's different.
Well, my tour is more like street theater. It's more like illusions. And if anybody's ever done any other ghost tours, don't expect the same kind of tour. Mine's comedy.
Yes.
It's illusions. It's you
A
know,
little bit of history, ghost stories, and whatever you want to believe out of it. That's what makes it fun for me. I enjoy it.
This is a repair job. This is a very rare statue. This is sent up to me from New Mexico. Did you know that Taco Bell used to have a character?
Yes.
Okay, and there's only like 6 or 7 of these left. This was brought up to me. It was missing its sombrero, so we had to make a sombrero to go. It slides right over top of there.
Oh, cool.
So, and I'm going to write
Now,
Taco
is he
Bell
like
on
the
there.
Banditos or something? What's his name? I don't remember.
I don't know if he had a name. I don't know.
I remember the song they were playing it actually on John Boy Billy the other day.
Are
little
you
song.
thinking about the Frito Bandito?
Oh, I got wrong
Yeah,
person. Okay, Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Totally wrong.
Yeah.
We'll have to look it up, see what his name is.
Yeah. So, all totally politically incorrect these days, by the way.
Oh.
So yeah.
Yeah.
You might hear the Frito Bandito song on YouTube, but I don't think I think they dropped that years ago.
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah.
So, but anyway, so you'll see some of our Christmas stuff and some of my magic stuff. Alice Cooper uses a guillotine very much like this, and in his show, Alice Cooper's show hadn't changed in like 50 years. It's the same show.
Yeah.
And I did some props for him a few years back, but I went to go see one of his shows, and the guillotine was coming down. The blade stopped halfway down. It didn't actually. It malfunctioned.
Oh no.
When I say it malfunctioned, that sounds like it could have been a disaster,
Could have been.
but it malfunctioned in a good way. Oh, I don't know how to.
Saved the guy's head from falling off
Yes,
anyway.
But he went on with the show.
As you do.
Didn't lose his head. But a lot of fun stuff here.
Yeah.
And I got one more place I'd like to take you before you hit the road. Watch out for the rats. I got a problem with they're on the steps. You can't get rid of them.
Do they eat much?
Yeah, I gotta keep my apartment locked up.
Yeah, so they don't get in.
This is what we call the boneyard, which you'll see all kinds of wonderful things out here that look like it's trashed, but it's not. All the stuff can be reused.
Need mermaid tail.
Lots of these are molds that are just too big to go into the warehouse.
Now, is that a snake pulled up or a giant pile of poo?
It is It can be anything.
Or the top of an ice cream cone.
It can be that too, yes. But no, I've done snakes where people can actually stand in the snake and then the head comes up. And I think was it Shere Khan and the Disney?
Yeah.
You know, the whatever, and you can stand in it and the snake kind of wraps you. So
Hippo. I remember her. Henrietta's what we called her.
Oh yeah.
When she was at camp for a while.
But there's all kinds of, there's again a menagerie of things that are out here. Pigs. There's a giant cowboy booth that I turned into a roller skate. This was recently on the Arizona parade float that we did in Lexington.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had that at camp one year for the corn maze.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we
good.
actually used it there.
But
The tortoise. Or turtle.
architectural pieces, giant foam blocks. In fact, these are what's left over from parts of Stonehenge.
Yes.
The infamous Stonehenge. Do you know that was the first full-size replica of Stonehenge that I ever built?
Really?
Yeah. Which means there's at least a second.
Somewhere.
Yeah. And that's in Alabama.
Now, where is the original? Is it in Centerville?
We had to move it to Northern Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's become quite the phenomena.
Yeah. Been
And,
on Jeopardy. I remember that.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm at the top of my game. You know, once you reach the pinnacle, you know, once you're an answer on Jeopardy, you've reached the height of your
that's
success.
The top, right
That's
there.
it.
Downhill
That's it.
from there.
That's it.
But
Well,
Art Klein, our good friend, him and his family are just wonderful people. They've been a huge part of helping camp in all kinds of fun, silly ways. But if you ever get a chance, check out all his cool attractions at Dinosaur Kingdom, the Lexington Ghost Tour, and every once in a while you catch him in a parade, and also at our Christmas Wonderland at Camp Light.
can't wait to see you there. And remember, always help people and have fun while you're doing it. Can't beat that.
That's right.
Thanks, Scott.
Yes, sir.